On 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Well, Fred VanVleet, a first-time All-Star in 2021, said of his journey, quote, "It's like a movie storyline, just scratching and clawing, all the work and the sacrifices. I'm always going to have this great perspective that allows me to navigate differently and helps me succeed." Brian?
Allie, his toughness and IQ, a big factor for them. Thanks for that. Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt in this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. And for the Pelicans, we've got Jonas Valanciunas, Brandon Ingram out there with Herb Jones. Then there's Josh Richardson, and it's McCollum at the point. So the Pelicans win the tip. From 20 feet, Pirtle grabs a miss. VanVleet with it, and it's Ingram picking him up. Here's Barnes. Jones grabs the board. Here's New Orleans now. Ingram on the wing. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Here comes Toronto on the push. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You have got to take care of the basketball if Mr. Pascal Siakam is around. This guy uses length to create turnovers.
McCollum, a pass to Ingram. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
And C.J. McCollum getting more on-ball action after his move away from Portland.
And McCollum has showed that's where he's best. Great at breaking down defenders and setting up others. He looks very natural as the primary playmaker.
That free throw good from Barnes. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced a big challenge. Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Here's Toronto with the ball to the inside. Valanciunas with a rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And when Pelicans fans watch what Ingram has become, it takes the sting out of the Anthony Davis trade.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram has grown into a full-fledged star in New Orleans. I mean, he's a centerpiece for the franchise going forward. Now, looking back, it seems like it was a win-win trade for both teams.
He hits the second from the line. And here are the Raptors now. Outside Barnes. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. He's off on that one. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Ingram. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Ingram's got 7 points in the game.
Well, show me your vision, Josh Richardson. What a delivery.
Here's VanVleet. And again, Toronto no good.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Ingram, the pass to Richardson. Back to Ingram. It's stolen by Barnes. Siakam with it. Richardson picks him up. Pelicans cleared away. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
The aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
And a slam dunk by Ingram.
you can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Barnes finds Van Vliet. Back to Barnes. Anunoby on the wing. Back to Barnes. Up and over McCollum. Misses off the right iron.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
On the wing, Jones. Right side Ingram. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Siakam. Oh, what a play by Brandon Ingram. He's got 11.
Oh, my. Sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
Toronto calls timeout. Hey, it's an exciting time of year with the playoffs on the horizon. Grant, should teams start changing up their rotations with the postseason in mind?
You know, B.A., I'm not a big fan of that. Of course, seeding is so important in the postseason, but I don't think it's time to start experimenting. It's still about winning games and getting into the best position possible.
And it's a completely new group for the Pelicans. New Orleans in the lead. Grant, when you see players make that leap from star to superstar, think about guys like Giannis and Jason Tatum. I mean, what is that step like? You did it.
Well, it's interesting. You know, you come into the league and you have success right away, but at some point, everything just clicks. It could be year 4, year 5, year 6, usually in that window where now you figure things out and now you take that next step and become elite. Now, B.A., you know, I'm hoping that things start to click with me in my golf game. It's been about 4 or 5 years there, too.
Superstar status is not in the cards for you.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And it's the Raptors with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. To the wing, right side. Outside Anunoby. Back to Achua. Trent left side. Left side Young. To the middle. Second shot opportunity. Trent's shot is off. For New Orleans, they've got 7 of 8 in the basket. Down low. And stolen by Boucher.
Pelicans foul. Jose Alvarado. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. And whether it's the defensive effort or just bad offense, they're holding their opponent to a very low field goal percentage.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Now here's Boucher. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Tremendous vision from Chris Boucher. He is making a case for being more involved offensively.
Here's Nance. Pass to Murphy. 27 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Nance. Here's Murphy. Shot clock at 5. Here's Alvarado. And a miss there on the triple. Trent outside. On the take. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, you love to see Gary Trent Jr. put it on the deck, slice through the defense off that drive. Stop it, Gary.
That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans ahead. They're up 7. And we'll be back right after this.
The Raptors 10. On your feet, make some noise.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pelicans.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
So for Toronto right now, Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Getting those long arms in the way and the vision of that shooter, Jonas Valanciunas, doesn't get the block, but he changed the shot.
And one thing you know you'll always get with Valanciunas, he's going to rebound. Offense, defense, no matter what, he's attacking the glass. And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Trent outside. Over Ingram. And Trent the bucket on the assist from Van Vliet.
Well, Trent Jr. has a reputation of being a shooter, but don't sleep on his athletic ability and skill. Nice finish inside.
And with his size and reach, Valanciunas is a monster on the boards, Grant.
That is true. I mean, impossible to move in the paint. He gets a wide base and just vacuums missed shots. And his great touch allows him to rack up second chance points as well.
Going all in, that was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty. Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
And that one's good. Ingram's got 15 points.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Toronto calls timeout. Boy, without question, Brandon Ingram displaying his skills today.
They need to rethink their approach defensively. He's shown no signs of stopping.
Make some noise. Put those hands together for your defense team.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Van Vliet. Siakam, right side. Trent against Richardson. 5 on the clock. Trent's shot is off. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Inside, Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
We know CJ can score it, but the passing component of his game, I mean, McCollum's really upgraded it.
Van Vliet, the pass to Trent. Now here's Barnes. Fires the 3. On target from range. 7 points in the game.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Goes back up, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scotty Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Pass to Van Vliet. Goes back up. And he takes it up and lays it in. Van Vliet's gotten his first points in this one.
Boy, at his size, Fred Van Vliet has to be so crafty on the interior. Defense has nothing for him there.
Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Barnes, and another basket for Toronto.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
On the wing, Jones. He's guarded by Barnes. And down it goes. 2 points. McCollum's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Here's Van Vliet. Tries again. He got a piece of it. And they get it back. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Ingram. shot misses. Excellent D there from Siakam. Toronto trailing. Barnes passes to Van Vliet, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum.
I don't know how you cannot love Fred Van Vliet. This guy brings toughness. He's fearless in the clutch. He competes on the defensive end, and his IQ is as good as it gets.
And the Raptors with some changes. Achua comes in for Siakam, and it's OG Anunoby in for Trent. Pass to Marshall. Back to Ingram. Fades and shoots. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
The versatile nature of Ingram's shooting can be tough to counter. Even the mid-range is a good option for him.
Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. Here's the three. Rebounded by Ingram.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Over Achua. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Barnes. Now shooting 50% for the game. He's 4 for 8.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
New Orleans calls timeout. The last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Always a tough atmosphere on the road. They were right in it, but just didn't make enough plays.
You know what? Playing on the road is always challenging. It requires a level of energy and focus. You've got to match what the home team gives you, and they didn't do it.
Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Ingram. Young, he's checked in for Toronto.
At the line for your Pelicans, Naji Marshall.
And he drops the first. And so he hits both. Here's Van Vliet. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Denver. Outside Barnes. Pass to Young. Nice D from Nance. The Pelicans have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Here's Alvarado. From outside, off the mark. Toronto has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Anunoby. That one's wide left. New Orleans in the lead. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of this game. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Poke loose. Here's Van Vliet. Oh, drains the 19-footer. Van Vliet's got 5 points.
Well, there's a level of activity Fred Van Vliet brings to the floor every night. Now he gets into the mid-range jump shot. No problem.
Here's Alvarado. Fades away. Valanciunas can't get it to go. Anunoby on the wing. Offline with a 3. Up in time. And that's not going to go. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. What a start it was for Brandon Ingram. He ended up with 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. Shaq, what'd you think about what we saw from New Orleans?
You guys know I appreciate when a team takes a commitment to attack in the painted area. When you get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen. That's how they built this league.
Looking at Toronto, Shaq, your thoughts?
Whatever they're trying to do on offense, it ain't working. If they have any chance of coming back in this one, they're going to have to be more methodical. Talent without discipline will never result in sustained success.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
They've got C.J. McCollum, Herb Jones out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Richardson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half.
Ready to cash in. I like when McCollum looks to mix it up like this.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, and with a finish like that, you know he's looking to extend the lead and put this game out of reach.
Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam over Ingram. And there's Siakam. That one's good on the assist from Van Vliet.
That's why you have to think twice before sending a double team at someone. And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 17. Misses the baby hook.
The defense not a factor there. Very surprising he couldn't capitalize.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Van Vliet's got 8.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
And Van Vliet, a very solid defender at his position.
Not great length, but strong as any, B.A. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
Both free throws good from Ingram. The Raptors have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Pirtle. Van Vliet with it. Clock at 6 to the paint. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Right side Ingram. Shoots over Siakam. And again, New Orleans, no good. The Raptors have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Pass to Van Vliet. It's Barnes on the wing. McCollum defends. Offensive rebound. The shot by Pirtle, no good. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Richardson, the pass to Ingram. Rebound by Van Vliet.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Siakam gets the bucket.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam, so he's comfortable in the painted area, does nice work there.
The 3 from Valanciunas. Gets the 3 to fall. Valanciunas has got his second basket of the night.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Outside Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. Outside Anunoby. Lets the 3 fly. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist with that last one. McCollum, pass to Ingram. From 8 feet away, and it's good for 2. Ingram's got 21.
And we continue to watch the rise of Ingram. He just keeps adding to his offensive repertoire.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Siakam. Unloads from 13. Pelicans cleared away. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in the game. Lets it fly from 18. And another one falls for New Orleans.
Stop it. An incredible move to shake his man. Getting the defender on his heels, doing the rest with ease.
And Toronto calls time here.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Give it up one more time for your
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Now here's Valanciunas. 5 points in the game. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
The Raptors have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Pass to Achua. And a foul called on the way out. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Boy, when it comes to Precious Achua, guys, to me the talent is evident. A big guy who can contribute in a variety of ways.
Doris, we've seen promising flashes from Achua early on.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about the skill. The next step for him is focusing on becoming more consistent. If he's able to do this, his future very promising because he runs the floor, very switchable on defense, and there's growth opportunity offensively.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Trent. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And that one is stuffed right through.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
And so here is Toronto. 6-point game. They're deep into a 6-game road trip. This is number 5. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. Pass to Alvarado. And we've got 1:18 left in the third. Valanciunas, good.
I just love the ball move.
Toronto has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Trent outside. And here's Anunoby to stop the run. The shot, no good.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Murphy's shot is off.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Toronto trailing.
Raptor substitution.
Van Vliet, the pass to Trent. And he lobs it up top. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Alvarado. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 11.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Trent outside. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Boucher. Here's Trent. 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Van Vliet buried from 15 feet out. Van Vliet's got 12 points in the game.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred Van Vliet ready and willing.
And that one's long. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
44.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Toronto shooting just 35% from the floor. Van Vliet outside. Misses the three.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Siakam against McCollum. Pass to Ingram. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Knocked away. McCollum with a steal. Here's Richardson. Out to McCollum. Over Van Vliet. And he can't get that one. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That'll be a second foul of the game. Nance, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Trent. This one for three. Nance pulls down the board. Nance has got his 5th rebound in this one. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Van Vliet against McCollum. Now here's Ingram. Puts it up from 17. Again, the Pelicans good for 2.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And Toronto calls time here.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He's been really discouraged by their effort. He said, quote, it's about want to, fighting through the adversity. Look at yourselves and ask, quote, what can I do to help us win? He's laying down the challenge.
Allie, thank you. Now here's McCollum. Pass to Ingram. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. Van Vliet's got 10 points here in the second half. McCollum against Van Vliet. McCollum outside. Pass to Ingram. There's the triple. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Here's Van Vliet. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Van Vliet's got 5 points now in the quarter. And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
Yeah, trying to close that gap. It's going to hinge on plays like this one, creating high percentage looks right inside.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Hits the trifecta. Ingram's got 31 points.
Developing a more compact motion on his shot has improved Ingram's consistency from range.
Barnes passes to Siakam. Trent from long range. Nance pulls down the board. Nance has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Ingram. And it's New Orleans with another.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Trent. Fires for 3. And the Raptors get it back. The shot by Pirtle, no good. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Ingram. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. OG Anunoby's checked in for Trent. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Anunoby. Who poked away? Oh, stolen by Richardson. McCollum with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Here's Van Vliet. Anunoby on the wing. And Doris, Commissioner Silver has expressed a desire to ensure star players participate in a full complement of games. What's the answer here?
I think, BA, a couple things come to mind. There's been a long discussion about whether you can shorten the regular season. That obviously impacts revenue generated, so I'm not sure you'd go there. The league could also structure contracts to incentivize games played.
Now here's Ingram. Pass to McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. They grab their own miss. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pelicans.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
They were well prepared coming in and showed a real competitive streak.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Brandon Ingram.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. The shot by Ingram, no good. The open shot, Van Vliet. McCollum pulls it in. And here's Ingram. Pulls it from the top of the key. No good. And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Brandon, hot shooting for you tonight. Where do you get that confidence level to take over like this?
Coming in, working on my routine every single day. I think my teammates put me in a really, really good position to step into shots and give me confidence on the basketball floor to shoot the ball, and also give them the basketball to do whatever they want on the floor to create and make something happen. So confidence comes from my teammates.
And you've been a great teammate as well. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.